Hello students, welcome back to our session. My name is Siva. Today I am going to show how to download the Python software from internet. After that, how to install step by step I will show practically. Now let us start our session. Okay. Now I am minimizing my window before sharing my screen. Okay, using Python. So how to download from the internet a Python software, after that how to install. So now how many steps we have to execute our programs, each and everything we will discuss in this session. So before you can try any of the programs, you need to make sure that a Python software is installed on your system or properly configured or not. Properly configured means path is also we need to give by ourselves. That is the process. Now I will show practically first how to download a Python software from the internet. So all of you please be careful, carefully observe. Now I am minimizing Word document. If you want to develop if you want to download a Python software from the internet, compulsory first let us have to know your operating system also. Then only that related Python software we have to download. So now I am identifying what is my operating system. So how to identify the operating system in our system? Which operating system contain in our laptop or desktop? How to identify? Now I am going to identify my operating system and how many bits it contain. Now first, if it is Windows 10 operating system, compulsory in the search box this PC we have to type. This PC we have to type. If it is Windows operating system, my computer already available in the desktop. My computer available in the desktop. So on the my computer, here my computer icon I have here only. So in the Windows 7 in the desktop you can find out my computer. So just right click on the my computer option and click on the choose the properties option and click on that. Immediately one window will appear on the screen. Here all details available for our purpose: operating system, RAM, memory, and also processor, what is the speed of processor, everything here it will show. Just right click on my computer, choose properties option and click on that properties option. Immediately that properties window will display on the screen. So here system type is there now. Here system type. That system type you need to identify. 64-bit operating system. 64-bit operating system. And operating system type is what? Operating system is what? Windows 10. Here Windows 10 I am using. So that's why it is showing Windows 10. If it is Windows 7 it is showing, and 64-bit or 34-bit you need to identify here. System type option is also available in your system. Here you can find out. In my system 64-bit operating system. Windows 10 64-bit operating system. If it is 32-bit operating system, you may go through 32-bit. So now my operating system I can found here. So now I am minimizing, closing, and this window is also closing. Again I am going to browser. In the Google box, Google search box, Python word you have to type. Python. The first link is the Python link. Welcome to python.org. This is the official website for the Python software. Just click on that. Just click on that. And this is the official website. All of you please carefully observe here. And Python software is available in this website only. And you please download from this website only. Don't go for other website, because of some viruses also will destroy, download from the internet and destroy your operating system. So that's why you please go through the official website. because of this is, this is free version, this is freeware. No need to purchase anything, no need to expense for this software. Even 1 rupee also do not expense for this. They offered free of cost. So here please choose the download option. Just click on download. Just mouse is over on that downloads option. It will show the drop down menu, and side you have to come download for Windows. Download for Windows. So don't choose anything. All of you please here carefully observe. Now I am choosing Windows operating system. Actually some different operating systems also somebody are using. So for that they may go through that related operating system. In my laptop I have Windows operating system, Windows 10 64-bit operating system. So that's why here I am choosing Windows option. Again here we need to select, and this is the latest version of Python 3 release, Python 3.8.5 latest release. So all of you please carefully come down. 3.8 version, stable releases, Windows help file, Windows 86 64-bit embeddable zip file. Here now I am choosing Windows x86 executable, x86-64 executable installer. All of you please carefully observe. Now I am zooming for your purpose, for your visibility purpose. Here number of options we have now. So in the first link, Python 3.8.6 RC1 September 8 2020, it is release date. It is release date for the Python software. Here x86 already have a doubt, I think. So all of you please carefully observe. x86 means it is 32-bit operating system. It is 32-bit operating system. So x86 minus 64. Here two versions integrated. Executable installer software is there now. x86-64 executable installer. So this is completely related to Windows 10 64-bit operating system. If your desktop or laptop contains only 32-bit operating system, then you have to go through for x86 executable installer. Only select x86. Don't choose x86-64. So depends on your operating system, it will work. So that's why here my operating system is Windows 10 and 64-bit operating system. So that's why I have two features integrated software I am downloading. Here if you have only 32-bit operating system, you please choose x86 executable installer. You please click on this link only. So according to my operating system, Windows 10 64-bit operating system, now I am choosing x86 64-bit executable installer. I click here. All of you please carefully observe. At bottom of the page, left side, it is downloading. So downloading is over. Now I am show in folder. Right click, show in folder. It is available in the downloads. Now I am copying and pasting on the desktop. So all of you please carefully observe. This is my Python software. Now I am installing procedure. All of you please carefully observe. Just double click on that. Immediately it will ask run cancel button window. Now I am selecting run. Click on run option. Here install the Python software 3.8.6 RC1 64-bit. So install now, customize installation. Actually it is the default installation. Where it is installing? In the C drive, users folder, in that Siva folder, in that app data, local programs, Python 38. So this much path it is selected. So now I don't want this path. Now I am changing directly in C drive. Then only I can easily find out this Python folder in the C drive. If you install directly, all of you please carefully observe. If you install directly, now I am going to C drive. Here users option is there, users folder, open Siva folder, like that that each and every folder. After that Python 3.8 version it will install. So that much lengthy path I don't want. So that's why I'm choosing customize installation. Customize installation. And before I need to add the path also. Add Python 3.8 to path. Path is also very important. If you put this mark, then the path is automatically it will add to the OS operating system. So then only Python software will work properly. If you click on that, if you uncheck this, the Python, the path is also you need to give explicitly by yourself. That is your responsibility. But here it is the simple option. Just click the mark button and it will select automatically. The path is also automatically it will add by itself. So directly it will add. So that's why I check mark maintain here. Now I am choosing the customize installation. Customize installation. Here everything we need to check. Don't uncheck everything. All options need to check marks. Put into check marks. Don't uncheck. So next I'm clicking on the next button. Here also same. Pre-compile standard library also we need to put the select the mark. After that install for all users. Install for all users. This means in your laptop if you create a users, then all users they are using by this software. They are using this software. They will use this software. If you uncheck this, immediately that permission is also will remove by the users. Only admin person they can use. So now I am put the check mark here because of full functionality I want. Precompile standard library also I can put the check mark. Next I am changing the path. See program files Python 38. So directly I want to install in C drive. In program files also I don't want. In program files also I don't want. So this is my path. Now I'm selecting the, I'm clicking on the install button. Now the installation process has started. Now the installation process is started. It will take some time. All of you please carefully observe. Okay, it is started. While installing time, your internet connection is compulsory. Check first. It should maintain stability. Then only installation will done by the internet, through internet properly. So please check the internet connection before you installing. Here I am using my mobile data, that's why it is slowing. If you have Wi-Fi, it is installing very fast. It will install very fastly. Nowadays Python is playing very important role in the software industry. So all of you please carefully learn this. Immediately you will get the job after completing your degree. After completion of your degree, if you want to go Python software developer, through the Python software developer, then you have go ahead. That is the best opportunity. The process is going on. Okay, installation has successfully completed. Setup was successful. It is showing output as a. Now I am clicking on close button. Okay, well installed. Installation process successfully completed. Now we have to know the Python interpreter. Python is an interpreter programming language. When you install Python language in your system, then the Python interpreter also could be installed. Now we have installed our Python software now. Along with Python software, it was already installed as a along with interpreter also. It was already installed interpreter also. Interpreter is nothing but, now I am showing, all of you please look at the screen carefully. Now I am opening my computer. Actually in the my computer C drive I chose at the path na. So that is the, all of you please carefully up where we have the Python. This one, Python 38. Just open Python and this is the Python option is there na. This is the interpreter. This is interpreter. Now I am maximizing the icons, then only you have to observe. And this is the Python main file. Nothing but it is converting, one way to another way. Higher level language to lower level language conversion by using this Python interpreter only. Now I am clicking the back and again I want to show the path is added where the path is added. Before before installing, I choose one checkbox na, add to path or Python software, means where it is added. Right click on my computer and choose properties window. Choose properties option. After that, this window will appear on the screen. Here, advanced variables. Just choose the advanced system settings option is there na, at left side. Click on that. In that, choose advanced. In the menu, choose advanced. Select environment variables. In that, choose the path option. Here, path. User variables for Siva is there na? In that path. Just double click on that. So it is not showing. All of you please carefully observe here. I think system variables it has added. Path. Yeah. System variable. Here two types of variables, user variables and system variables. So you need to check in the system variables. System variables also called, contains path option. That path you just select and click on edit button. Here you can find out. First option is there na, C colon hash python 38 scripts and also C colon python 38 backslash. So this is the path. If we add this path, then the software, OS, it can identify the Python files simply. Python files easily it can identify. How the C program files it can identify itself by using .c extension na? Like that, if you use any Python program by saving .py extension, then the operating system will simply identify this options only by using this path. So just click on OK, and click on OK. Again, close this window. Now successfully installed and path is also successfully added. Now we have to discuss our next things. Python is an interpreted programming language. When you install a Python language in your system, then along with your Python software, Python interpreter also could be installed in your system. Yes, along with your Python software, Python interpreter also it can be installed. Next, Python interpreter is a program that can be read Python programming statements and execute them. If you want to execute a Python program, compulsory Python interpreter help we need to take directly. If you execute any file, Python interpreter also will enable to execute each and everything line by line. So we can use the interpreter in two modes. They are interactive mode, scriptive mode. How to use the interpreter? There are two ways: interactive mode and script mode. What is interactive mode and what is script mode? How to open interactive mode? All of you please carefully observe. Here I am clicking on Windows button in the taskbar. Taskbar means down bar. Down we have the taskbar na. In that Windows option I am clicking. Here all ops is there na. Just click on that. It will show the all applications. What we have in our system. It will show everything. How many applications we have in your laptop or desktop. Then all applications it will show in the Windows option. So now I am selecting. Now I am choosing. Here alphabetically it is available. So now it is Python software na. So that's why P option I needed to check. So people, phone comparison, photos, Python 3.8. Just click on that Python 3.8. Here 4 options: IDLE, Python 3.8 64-bit, Python 3.8 manuals, Python 3.8 module documentation section. Now I am choosing the IDLE, first option. So this is called interactive mode. How to open the command prompt in C language? Just in the search box type the CMD command, press enter. The black screen it will show now. So this is OS related command prompt. Now I am closing this window. Like that, if you want to open Python command prompt, compulsory click on Windows button, click on all options, all apps, go to P alphabetic order and select Python software. Here IDLE Python 3.8 64-bit I am choosing. IDLE means it is a command prompt of Python. Now I want to increase the font size. So for that I am going to options. Here select the configure IDLE option I am choosing. Here fonts or tabs. Now I am selecting the font. Now I am selecting the font. Cambria is my favorite font. So I am selected, and the size is 20. I am selecting, and bold letters. Apply. OK. So this is the command prompt. Now all of you look at the screen. It is visible to all now. Zoom is visible now. Right. The font size is now 20. The font size is 20 here. So that's why it is very clearly showing. So this is called Python command prompt. Nothing but interactive mode. Here two modes now. How to use the Python interpreter? There are two modes. First one is interactive mode and second one is script mode. Interactive mode means directly Python shell. This window name is what? Python shell. All of you choose the mouse pointer. All of you look at the mouse pointer. Now I am moving. Python 3.8.6 RCL shell is there now, the title bar. So that is, so this complete entire window is called Python shell. Here whatever the options, whatever the, if you want to print anything directly, it will reflect. So that's why it is called Python shell. Now I am printing my name. Now I am printing college name also. For that print function I am using in double quotes G Pullareddy degree and PG college. Now I am closing the double quotes. Again I am closing bracket. So here semicolon not required. That is the functionality of Python software. Python is very great software because of here some rules and restrictions avoided. In C language each and every line should ends with semicolon. So that semicolon here terminated by the Python programming language. Just print function I am using in that in between double quotes G Pullareddy degree and PG college I have typed. So keep the cursor end of the point and press enter button. Directly that output will print on the screen immediately. All of you look at the screen. It is showing now G Pullareddy degree and PG college. In the blue color it is showing now. Green color I have typed. Blue color it is reflected. It has reflected by the blue color. So now I am minimizing. Opening the Microsoft Windows document. How can use the interpreter in two modes? There are two ways. Interactive mode and script mode. And next one, interactive mode. Once Python has been installed and set up on your system, you start the interpreter in interactive mode by going to the operating system's command prompt also. Operating system command prompt also. Here directly I am opening the Python shell now. Now I am opening command prompt. CMD, press enter button. Here black screen it is showing now. This is completely related to Windows operating system command prompt, not Python command prompt. So from that command prompt, from that operating system command prompt also, we have a chance to open Python shell. How to open? Just type the Python command. Just type the Python command. Now I am increasing my here font also. Just wait. Properties, font, 20 font. Okay. Now it is visible now. So Python command I am using to open the Python shell through the command prompt. Just press enter. Now it is showing 3 greater than brackets now. Greater than. If you display, if it will display like this, then it is called Python shell. Python shell command prompt. So through the black screen, through the system operating system command prompt, I have opened Python shell also. So like this we have to open. After opening a command prompt, type the following Python command. When the Python interpreter is running in interactive mode, it is commonly called Python shell. Now I told you now, when you open the command prompt by using Python command, by typing the command Python, immediately Python shell is also will open on the screen. The command Python shell is also connected to command prompt here. Through command prompt, we have to open everything in the available files available files in our current system. Each and every file we have to open. So like that, Python software shell is also I have opened here by using Python command prompt. By using Python command prompt. After typing Python command, then immediately press one enter key. Immediately it will connect to the Python shell. So this part has completed. Next, when the Python interpreter starts in interactive mode, you will see something like the following displayed in console window. Same window I have shown. Just open command prompt. How to open the Python? Through the command prompt. Now I am all windows minimizing. Now it is showing desktop now. So in the search box, in the taskbar, search box is there. In the taskbar, search box is there. In that CMD command, type and press enter key. Just simply type command CMD, short form of CMD for the command prompt, and press enter key. The black screen will appear on the screen. Here cursor is blinking now. In that place, if you want to open Python shell, directly type Python command and press enter key. Immediately it will connect to the Python software shell. Python shell it will connect. So now it is open now. All of you look at the screen, command prompt hyphen Python. So it has connected to Python shell. That is the meaning of this window. Next, script mode means here if you use the Python shell, directly we can type the commands, directly we can print the values. For example, all of you look at the screen, a is equal 10. Here I am assigning the value, a is equal 10, and press enter key. Print a. Print a. Here semicolon not required. Just press enter key. That 10 value it will represent na. So it is for only testing purpose. This Python shell is used for only testing purpose. A piece of code. Here we have to test. For that purpose, Python shell we are using. So here a is equal 10 is one statement na. Print is the one statement na. 10 is output. So these statements we haven't saved at anywhere. We have not saved at anywhere. So if you close this window, and this functionality is also will gone by the Python, will destroy by the Python. So it is only for testing process, not saving purpose. For our understanding purpose, only we can use this Python shell. And now I am minimizing this window. Again I am opening Word document. Then second option is what? Script mode. First option is over now. Interactive mode. How many types of interpreter? We can use the interpreter in two modes now. First is interactive mode and second one is script mode. Interactive mode is over. Now we have to discuss about the script mode. How to use the script mode? Although interactive mode is useful for testing code, interactive mode is useful for only testing a code. The statements that you enter in interactive mode are not saved as a program. Just now I told you na, it is only for testing purpose, not saving purpose. So there is no chance to save our statements by using interactive mode. So that's why if you want to save a set of Python statements as a program, you save those statements in a file. You save those statements in a file. So for that we need to use one notepad. In that we have to type our statements and save with a valid name, and the extension is .py. If you write a C program, how to save any name, .c is the mandatory extension. Am I correct or not? Like that here also, if you write any statements in Python file, compulsory a valid name we need to give, and along with .py extension we have to maintain. That is mandatory rule for Python software also. Then to execute the program, you use a Python interpreter in script mode. You use the Python interpreter in script mode. To write the program, you would use a simple text editor like Notepad. Yes, now I want to write one Python program. For that, Notepad I am opening. All of you look at the screen, I am opening Notepad. In that, I want to print our college name. our college name. Here I want to print 3 lines. All of you look at the screen. What are the 3 lines? Welcome to G. Pullareddy Degree and PG College, Mehedipatnam, Hyderabad. These 3 lines I want to print. I want to type in a program and I want to execute through that notepad file. So how is it that one? That process is also I am going to tell right now. All of you please carefully observe. Here I am opening one notepad file. And in the search box I am typing notepad, and after that I am clicking on that. Here print opening bracket in between double quotes, welcome to closing quotes closing bracket. In the next line again one more print function, G opening quotes G dot Pullareddy Degree and PG College, and closing that quotes again, closing that functional bracket, and one more print function for address typing purpose, opening double quotes Mehedipatnam, Hyderabad 28 is the pin code. Again I am closing the quotes, opening bracket. So these 3 lines over. Typing is over. Now I am saving this file. Go to file menu, choose save option. Here give the value name test.py is the extension, and down save as type is put in all files. And now I am click on the save button. Where I have to save test dot, again I am saving, just all of you please observe, test.py all documents. Desktop I am selecting for the saving location. Here desktop I want to save in this file. This file I want to save in desktop. So that's why I am choosing desktop. Test.py is the name. Test is our name. .py is the extension of Python programming language, and save as type is all files. Now I am clicking on the save button. Okay, here generated na test.py test file Python software along with Python symbol. This file has saved. All of you look at the screen. Now I am minimizing this window. Again I am opening the command prompt CMD. Through the command prompt we have to execute. So here if you want to execute a script file, it is the script na. Here number of statements you have written in the script mode na, by using notepad. So this is called script mode. So if you want to execute a script file through the command prompt, compulsory Python command we have to use. By using Python space, what is that file name? Test.py is the extension. So this is the command. Again I am pressing the enter key. Python can't open file test file, error, no such file or directory here. Because of, all of you please carefully observe. Now where I am C colon users Siva, here desktop na. So this file is available in the desktop. So I want to change the directory also. All of you please carefully observe. C users Siva. Now I am changing directory CD. How to change that one directory to another directory? By using CD command. So that's why here I have used CD command. CD space desktop I have typed and press enter key. Now my location has changed na. Now my location has changed to desktop. Now I am using same command Python test.py. Again I am pressing the enter key from the keyboard. So it is showing output. All of you please look at the screen. Welcome to G. Pullareddy Degree and PG College, Mehedipatnam, Hyderabad. Now we got output na from that file. So like that script mode is also we have to use. Script mode is also we have to use. Here py is the extension. It is valid. I mean it is along with valid name. Py is the extension is mandatory for each and every Python file. Suppose the above statement file save with test.py. All I am explaining. I have explained everything in this. All of you please look at the screen. If you want to execute this file through the command prompt, first to go to that file directory. Actually before we are not going to we are not went to that directory. We have to execute. We try to execute that file. It is showing an error. directory error, no such file or directory here. So that's why that particular location we have moved, and after that we have to execute that Python file. Here Python is interpreter. This command is related to interpreter. That's why it is internally converting and it is showing executing by the CPU through the command prompt. Now all of you observe now there are two modes, interactive mode, script mode. How the interactive mode is using, how the script mode is using, all are I clearly shown right now. So all of you please carefully understand. Next. Okay, today discussion is over, and in the next session we will discuss about the new hot topic. In the next session we will discuss about the new hot topic. What is that? Program development life cycle. Program development life cycle we have to discuss in the next session. So I hope you enjoyed this session. So please all of you please carefully attend the classes, otherwise you can't understand. If you miss any class, then you will not in the next class, you will not understand the next class. So all of you please carefully observe these classes.